Hi, my name is Katie Gephardt, and I'm going to be talking about my interview with one of my managers from Restoration Hardware. My manager's name is Suzanne, and she didn't want to be interviewed on camera, but she didn't mind giving me some responses to my questions. So my first question was, what led you to be in a leader position? And she responded, I've worked with Restoration Hardware for over 15 years and have become passionate about the brand and live by our 4 core values in not only my work life, but also my personal life. I think the ability to work your way up in a company inspired me to do just that, and I did. I now manage 5 other leaders and all sales associates in this gallery. My next question was, what do you enjoy or not enjoy about being a leader? Her response was, I enjoy learning so much from other people and gaining a better experience and understanding every day of how to deal with different types of people. I love gaining ideas from those I work around and not only being inspired and motivated by my team, but motivating and inspiring them. I think what I don't enjoy about being a leader sometimes is the pressure, but that's natural. In addition, a lot of work is expected of me every day, and that can get to be a lot sometimes. My next question was, where do your ideas come from? Suzanne's response was, like I said, my ideas come from inspiration and previous ideas, or the process of bettering something that doesn't work leads me to new ideas. I also get new ideas from those I work and surround myself with. My next question was, do you use any of the 7 habits from the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People in your role as a leader? She responded very enthusiastically, yes, I'm a firm believer in seeking first to understand, then to be understood. Every day, different issues are brought upon me, and it's up to me to respond correctly. If I rush to respond to someone's issues before understanding, I'm just hurting my associates and myself. If I understand the issue and then understand how to respond accordingly, issues are worked out more efficiently. This also applies to my personal life, aside from being a leader. With any issue, it's so important to first understand what the other party is saying and then to respond accordingly. My next question was, do you think you possess any traits as a visionary leader? And let's say, do you think you're ahead of the curve as a trait? Suzanne responded saying, vision is one of our 4 core values of the company, along with people, service, and quality. We believe here that vision is everything. Vision ignites the human spirit and allows us to be passionate. So yes, I definitely possess traits of a visionary leader, as should any leader working for Restoration Hardware. This question triggered me to think of my favorite quote by John Quincy Adams. If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader. That is my job here, to learn more and teach what I learn to those around me, in addition to projecting my vision clearly and motivating those around me to be a part of it. Vision is everything. I'm now going to play a quick video on vision that we both found together with Restoration Hardware.
RH is reinventing luxury and lifestyle. Every single person has a role in bringing this vision to life.
I think the most interesting thing about design is storytelling. It's about seeing a space and wanting to know more about who lives in it. My favorite part about being a designer is probably the outcome and seeing a client just overwhelmed with the fact that they never thought it could be this good.
You want to really paint this full picture for them and give them this vision that's not in reality yet, through your ideas, through the way that you're explaining it, and really romancing everything that you can make this space turn out to be.
Every client of mine is different. Each one has specific needs, whether it be their aesthetic, whether it be their space. Every client is a challenge, but that's what makes being an interior designer fun.
When I'm designing a space, I draw. I draw the bare bones, I draw the structure, the architecture, the windows. That's how I think. I think with drawing.
The next question I asked was, what about any traits from a collaborate style of leadership? So this is just asking more about a different style of leadership besides visionary. And Suzanne's response was, yes, definitely. I'm a strong believer in no one person is better than two. Here I have not only one assistant leader, but 4 assistant team leaders. In other words, I'm working in a group setting every single day. Every week, I'm on multiple conference calls interacting with other teams all over the U.S., talking about the company, what we can do to better it, current issues that need to be addressed, and new ways the company might be moving towards. I'm in some sort of collaborative team setting with fellow leaders every day, and I appreciate every single person's contribution. There is so much to learn from other people and so much diversity in the workplace. Nowadays, that teamwork and collaboration is something to be celebrated. My next question was, what is one characteristic that you believe every leader should possess? She said every leader should be open. If a leader is stuck in their past ways, can't evolve with the changing times, they won't be successful. Not to mention, if one isn't open to the numerous ideas that are thrown at them every day, they won't be very valued by their associates. Leaders have to be open to new ideas, and they have to be open to change, or they won't be successful. My next and last question was, what does being a leader mean to you? Suzanne responded saying, being a leader to me means leading my team in the right path and being there for them along the way. It means setting those up for success around you and leading by example. It means leading a team successfully and efficiently. It's an honor, and it doesn't feel like a job if you do it right. So what I learned from the interview was that being a leader is not only a responsibility, but it's about being open to your team, and there's so many different factors that play a role in being a leader. I think one of the biggest things I gathered from Suzanne was her talking about working with so many different people every day. There's so many different associates at Restoration Hardware, some in their 30s, some in their 20s, some in their 50s, and everyone brings something different to the table, and it's kind of up to her to task people in the right areas and be assigning everyone to do what's best for them. What did I learn from this class experience? I learned that there's so many different styles of leadership, and there's so many different traits within each style that everyone needs to kind of learn about, and they're very valuable. I think that I can take a lot of these traits and hopefully use them in my own work life, whether I become a leader in a leader role or not. Another huge part that I learned from this class was from our book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I think each one of those habits is something that needs to be learned, and I would like to read the book more in depth than I was able to this quarter and really get to know each one. The one that stuck with me the most was the same that stuck with Suzanne, which was seeking first to understand and then to be understood. Thanks for everything this quarter.